There they are, number 1 and 2 in that last heat. Bino Lopes and Matthias Hardy getting through, advancing on into the next round. Matthias Hardy giving thanks. Haleiwa provided for those two surfers. Flip side of that, we lost two incredibly talented surfers in Ethan Ewing and Michelle Perez. That shows us this is a wave that heavily favors locals because it is a vexing, confusing lineup. We'll see if that rings true as Mason Ho gets the first wave of this heat, skating down the line, up into the lip. Beautiful snap float combination on the massive section. And of course, the stylish ride out. Always expect wild surfing from Mason Ho. Cool way to start this heat. It won't be up in that excellent range, but it'll be a solid start. And as we saw in that last heat, getting yourself a 5 or a 6 early in the heat could be a huge difference maker. I would say competing on the QS at a high level and getting up in the ranks, it's got to be like a drug. You know, you get close and you want nothing more than just one more heat, one more opportunity, one more chance to get yourself on the championship tour. The ultimate goal for a competitive surfer.
You need a pair of good results at here and Sunset.
Be a live action F.McGill. Get our first look at Finn in this heat. Finn is always a standout in free surfing sessions, and he is no stranger to the jersey, competing at any chance he gets. Won the WSL World Junior title.
Mason has a huge appreciation and kind of a love affair with Haleiwa. I see him here a lot. A lot of surfers don't, you know, they stick to pipe and Rockies and backdoor and off the wall, but Mason's down here at Haleiwa a lot. And I love this little stamp of approval right there. Look at it, taking a look at the beat.
He is, again, at the end of the year, potentially knocking on the door towards qualifying for the championship tour, where he would be going up against surfers like this, K.Igarashi.
Well, not unlike Bino Lopes, you got J.Mendes in this heat. Similar section of the ratings on the QS. What is he, 33, I believe, so quite a bit of work left. McGill has a knack for grunty surfing. He's a strong kid. Doesn't surf like his age at all. You know, he's got strong legs under him. And there goes Kanoa, opening up his campaign.
He's got to be feeling good right now. He's sitting really high on the championship tour at 8th. Currently in the lead on the QS, so in his best year, hands down. Competitively speaking, where's F.McGill right here, making the climb up the QS ranking.
Points, so maybe dealing with the most pressure. As we see Finn, again, tree trunks for legs, this little Grom. He's been training really hard. He's pretty much just transformed his body in the last 24 months.
And our first look now at J.Mendes. Oohs and ahs coming from the crowd as Jesse's backhand lighting up Haleiwa. Goes for the third turn. Spray is still coming down from that first turn. Mendes now on the board in a big way. What a way to open up his heat. That is going to be a massive score. 3 hammers thrown by J.Mendes.
Perfectly packaged up and delivered to the judges right there. I mean, that was competing at its best. Really square maneuvers through some spray. Good for him. He's looking strong. Here's these maneuvers. Watch this, Chris. This is just textbook QS surfing right here. 1, 2, that was really square right there, but very technical, making sure he makes and continues down the line, and a clean little safe finish there for Jesse.
A different kind of power, as you had talked about earlier, the power of perfect placement. You can say that sometimes fast. 17:33 to go. Here goes Mason Ho, fighting into the inside. Quick snap to finish it off there.
I'm glad he's okay. You're right. He grabbed his board right away. Good indication he's fine. He's not looking at any body parts. And here Mason grooving down the line. One of the funnest, coolest, most original styles there is to watch in surfing. Even his kickouts are cool.
Super unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen when Mason Ho stands up. That's why we love to watch him surf.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, that was an erratic, out of control slam for K.Igarashi. He grabbed his board, he's right back at it. That was kind of 3 falls in 1 right there. Never like to see that.
I need a pair of big scores because Kanoa is going to deliver. This guy is just a machine. That was a huge off the lip right there.
And right now he needs to tap into that fire. He's sitting in 4th place. He needs a 4.54 to climb back up into advancing position. This is J.Mendes, who has a massive 8.33, and he keeps throwing hammers at the wall. That last turn, the big bash to set the crowd ablaze. He heard some cheers coming from the fans on the beach. And here goes Igarashi now. Another awkward fall for the Japanese surfer from Huntington Beach, California. Igarashi, he's getting beat up in this heat. Precarious second place position right now. He's got a 5.33 and a 3.87. Here goes F.McGill. He's got a pair of 4s. Looking to break on through up into that excellent range. That wave got crazy around him. McGill, rookie surfer from right here in Haleiwa, needs a 4.48. Is this wave what F.McGill is looking for? Nice snap. Fighting through some wonk, but does well to maintain control. Gets a third snap there. That is all power right there from F.McGill. How tough this wave was to surf and how well he did that.
First wave of the set, if you can call it a set, just a smaller wave, but it's not wiped clean. So a lot of chop there, a little bit deeper, but did well to kind of scrap together 2.5 turns. Say he's surfing the best in his heat too. He's ripping. He just keeps falling. So he needs to stay on his board. He's definitely not out of this heat. Danger man for sure.
Here we go. Igarashi. Big snap. Hangs on to that one. Nice section to work with here. Blasting the tail out. And does he stay on his board? He does. Did through a couple of mean turns on his way to that inside cross step floater. Here's a different look. K.Igarashi with most of his moves happening on the outside portion of the wave.
Nasty section.
Put out there by Ross Williams. Igarashi completes a wave from the outside to the inside with 3 big turns. Here we go, M.Ho staying in the pocket on the clean part of that face. Nice carving cutback. Gets the float, gets the cross step. M.Ho right back in it.
I love it.
Nobody surfs like M.Ho. That cross-step floater is a trademark. Waves pulsing through. A menacing look at Haleiwa. All 4 of our surfers scratching for the corner. Here we go. This is F.McGill. Up and into it. Finds a tube. Comes around the big section, hammering the whitewater. But he goes down.
Too smart. You saw him looking over his shoulder. He's looking for Finn. He's going to try and hold him off a wave here in the last couple minutes. Finn not getting it done right here, unfortunately.
And here goes your current leader, J.Mendes. His backhand has been stellar, getting him an 8.33 on his opening wave, backing that up with a 6.17 into a hefty lead. Strategy comes into play. You will not beat K.Igarashi in the strategy game. He's been in too many heats. He knows the rules back to front. And there you see he uses his priority to potentially fend off M.Ho, who was looking at that wave, comes up and under on his forehand, smashing that lip from beneath, terrorizing that wave, hammering that end section. Here goes M.Ho, needing a 5.38. What does the Magic Man have for us on the inside? Tries to get around that big section. Waves fighting against him, does get a float. You see what he did on that outside section as we again are waiting for scores with time out. Yeah, so as it stands, J.Mendes gets the win with a 14.50 total. Igarashi comes through in second.